In this episode, a new concept ship, the Drake Buccaneer. We look at port modification in the hangar. More from PTU 2.4. And it's goodbye to a man in a gold shirt. This week there's a new concept ship on sale. It's the Drake Buccaneer. Now, the Drake Buccaneer is designed by Jim Martin, who's designed previous Drake craft and the Freelancer. He's also well known in Hollywood and was well known for designing the Defiant for Deep Space Nine. Now, the Drake Buccaneer is going to be your pure fighter craft from Drake Interplanetary. It looks like it's going to be a potent weapons platform. By checking out the HoloViewer on the ISI website, we can see that the Buccaneer comes with a size 4 unmanned turret underneath the cockpit. Now, looks gonna be awesome. Now, it also comes with 2 size 3 mounts under each wing. That's quite a lot of firepower, really. And also on the wingtips, some size 1 weapons. Now, I'm not sure if you can configure all these together, but if you can, well, it's quite a lot of firepower. It also comes with 2 size 1 missile pods. Now, the Drake Buccaneer comes with 2 size TR3 engines, which we can see in the HoloViewer here. And the cockpit does offer some good visibility. It's a bit tricky with the HoloViewer getting into the cockpit, but we'll have a look here. Obviously, once the ship is modelled, we'll get a much better idea. And there you go. Probably better looking at a picture, to be honest. So anyway, that's your Drake Interplanetary Buccaneer. It's also well worth checking out a couple of videos on the RSI website. One where Gerard Huckabee sits down with Matt Sherman to talk about all things Drake, and the other where Ben Lesnick sits down with Jim Martin himself to discuss the design process of the Drake Buccaneer. Now, the price of the Buccaneer is $110 plus whatever you pay tax in whatever country you live in. Now, of course, you don't have to buy the ship now. You can always aim to earn the Buccaneer in game, but if you do decide to part with your money, it's a way of helping to fund the development of Star Citizen, or as I put it, helps to put some food on the plate of some hungry game developers. Now, with 2.4, the way you choose your hangar has changed. You now can choose your hangar in the options menu, so no longer do you have to go to the RSI website. Now, also, hangars have changed a lot. We've now got the port modification system. Now, as you can see, we've got a Starfarer Genomite in my hangar, and I'm going to show you how to remove that ship. Now, this is improved a lot since its first iteration about a week or so ago. Now, you line a little crosshair up on these little icons, and then you can remove your ship. Like so. And you can actually pull it back just as easy. Now, you can do this with hangar flare and all the other items which go in your hangar as well. I've just used the system to remove the paint off the buggy, and now I'm going to remove the buggy itself. And of course, I can quickly bring the lovely little buggy back. And it should come back like magic. And we can also put a coat of paint on our little buggy. There you go. Now, if you've got a lot of flare items in your inventory, all you have to do is hunt down the little icons which correspond with what you want to show, and you can do the same with the port modification system. Now let's load in a different ship. Now of course this is still work in progress. I'm not sure what's happening with the size of the hangar, whether we're going to get larger hangars, because at the moment you are limited to how many ships you can actually load in. Now all the ships have little port modification icons on. You can change out power plants, coolers, and in this case some weapons. Now I'm not an expert on weapons, so I shall just choose a weapon off one of my other ships to put on my Jean Scout. And it should appear just like magic. Now I was able to load 4 small fighter ships into my hangar. Now I don't know whether the hangars will expand. It's still very much work in progress. We'll have to wait and see how these systems all pan out. Now I've continued to play 2.4 on the PTU this week. Obviously it has improved. There are still some problems. Obviously with so many new features it's inevitable that a lot of bugs have crept in. Now there's so many new features I can't begin to list them, but one of the things I am enjoying a lot is the new music which is in the game at the moment. Let's take a listen.
Clear. Lock. Target destroyed. Bogey. Bogey. Scanning.
Now of course the main reason behind the PTU is to report bugs and glitches to the issue council, and I've done a few of those over the past week. Now this was quite an amusing one. Happened to me the other day, and it's happened to quite a lot of people as well. By mashing the F key by the airlock door, it managed to trigger an unusual bug, and although I changed into my flight suit, when I got through the airlock I seemed to be back into my civvy clothes, and I was even able to do some EVA. Very amusing. Shopping has come to Port Olisar. We've got Cassava Outlet, Garrity Defence, and also live fire weapons. Now we've already seen Cassava Outlet in Area 18 on ArcCorp. Now the Cassava Outlet here is a lot smaller, but should meet the needs of the passing space traveller. Now Garrity Defence is the place where all space travellers should go for their flight suits, and you can try them on at your leisure. Now live fire weapons is the shop of choice for your weapon needs. All weapons, handguns and some heavier weapons are carried here. Now one of the most highly regarded game developers at CIG, Mark Skelton, this week announced that he would be leaving for family reasons, and he stated the reasons on the RSI website. Mark had been at CIG since, well, more or less the beginning, and he'll always be remembered by the community for his famous gold shirt, which we can still see in our locker here.
He doesn't have a mic because his gold shirt speaks for himself.
Now, I must admit, I could watch the Starfarer Gemini in flight, well, for hours on end. And there's still a long way to go. It's still got to get the refueling mechanic in, but it's looking very impressive already. Well, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like, and also it would really help the channel a lot if you could consider subscribing. So until next time, wherever you're watching out there, you take care. Bye for now.